Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your reading. If you're new to the channel, I do timeless readings, which means that whenever you find this video is when you're meant to hear the messages within it. Let me see if I can turn down, there we go, that looks a little bit better, sorry. But whenever you find the videos is when you're meant to hear the messages within it. And in case you subscribe, I upload my new videos for Gemini and Sagittarius on Wednesday. The deck that I'm using today is called the Mystical Manga Tarot, for those of you guys who are interested. And as always, if you guys are interested in getting a personal reading, the link is in the description. I'm going to go ahead and take these cards. All right, you guys. So as your overall energy, you have the Temperance card. For your overall energy, you have the Magician, which tells me right now that you guys are in a mode where you're manifesting, right? So the Magician has mastery of all four elements. And with those elements, he is able to create things almost seemingly out of thin air. So when you receive the Magician as your overall energy, you're right now in a mode where you're very powerful, and I feel like you guys are achieving a lot of change in your life, particularly in your health and career sectors. So anything that has to do with you guys with your career, or I'm getting losing weight is a big one for a lot of you guys, but anything like that, I'm seeing that you guys are seeing improvement. And it's very interesting though, because I see that there is disappointment from the past. So it almost feels like you're moving out of an energy where you were disappointed into this powerful energy, because I see this Five of Cups along with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So that whenever you see the Five of Cups, you know that there has been some kind of disappointment. The Five of Cups tells the story of a man with 5 cups, and 3 of which spilled over. So whenever you do see the Five of Cups, it's a reminder that you should always look on the bright side, because even though he spilled 3 cups, he still has 2 cups remaining. And the very interesting thing about this particular Five of Cups is that if you look at the cups, 3 of them have water and 2 of them have wine. It almost looks like wine or blood, very different in color. So it feels like, especially with this Magician energy, you guys are putting work towards something, like almost trying to create something of higher value. And it feels like the results aren't quite coming in for you guys. Because with the Seven of Pentacles, when the Seven of Pentacles is upright, you have this energy of surveying the land, right? So it's having had planted your seeds, and then you've watered them, and now you're going to check up on them to see if they've grown, right? So when you have the Seven of Pentacles upright, it usually means good things. It's like when you finally go to your garden and you see that all of your vegetables have come in and they're the biggest that you've ever seen, and they're so healthy and it's so good. But when it's in reverse, it feels like you're not seeing those results, like your vegetables still haven't grown yet. And it's very interesting because I don't get any particular sense that they're not going to. It almost just feels like they're not right now. Because I feel like part of that is due to the fact that you guys are changing your game plan a little bit, because the Two of Wands here talks about planning, right? And usually I consider it like the middle portion of a three-step process. So to me, the Ace of Wands is a new beginning. Usually that I can interpret that as taking note and surveying what the situation is like, you know, sort of going out and exploring. Whereas the Two of Wands is like sitting down and coming up with a plan and then executing out on your plan. And then finally, it's followed by the Three of Wands, which is waiting to see what your results are, right? So I'm getting, especially with these wands and the Seven of Pentacles, I'm getting this energy of you wanting to see results. I'm definitely getting the picture of someone going to the gym and like weighing themselves and trying to see what the results are. And it might not be something like that. It might be something a little bit more important to you, I feel. That might have to do with your career. It might be more pertinent to your life as a whole, because I do see this Ten of Wands. And the Ten of Wands is here together with the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords talks about being in bondage, being trapped, being unable to be free. And it's very interesting because always when you see the Eight of Swords, there is this lingering undertone, overtone, that this person is able to be set free because they have so many swords. They're able to untie themselves. But because they're blindfolded, they can't really see that their solution is right around the corner. But I feel like you're leaving this energy. Like, this energy is definitely in the past for you guys, because your Ten of Wands is in reverse. And when you see the Ten of Wands, in the upright, it talks about burdens. It talks about feeling like you can't quite handle it all. Like when somebody goes around saying, oh yeah, sure, I'll do that. Yeah, I can help you out with that. And then they put too much on their plate and now they can't do anything. You're leaving that energy. Because the fact that it's in reverse, it means that your burdens are being taken away from you. You're much more equipped to handle the situation now. And I feel like in part it might be because of some kind of a partner, maybe like business partner, or, you know, partner as in a relationship, or just somebody who wants to show you some compassion that you've been showing everyone else. Because I see this Nine of Cups and I also see this King of Cups, right? So the Nine of Cups to me is an emotional offer or an emotional message that's coming forth, right? So I feel like somebody is coming forth with a heartfelt message of some kind that's saying, hey, let me help you out a little bit, because I see that you're overstacked and I genuinely care about you and I just want you to do good, right? And with this Temperance card, I feel like right now you guys are learning to sort of delegate a little bit more, you know, take some time for yourself. Because Temperance teaches us a very similar lesson to the Justice card. However, it teaches us the lesson in a different way. To me, the Justice card always feels like it wants to achieve 50-50. But the Temperance recognizes that sometimes, in order for things to be fair, you need to be maybe 60-40. Right? Because not everything is an equal sort of give and take. Sometimes you need more of something and you need less of something. And I feel like you guys are learning to sort of balance out your energy with other people's energy, and learning to delegate things, and learning to sort of accept the fact that sometimes you're tired and that's okay. And with this King of Cups, I feel like there's someone that's coming forward to you to offer you this help. Like I said earlier with the Nine of Cups, Knight of Cups. And the King of Cups usually talks about a water sign person, water sign male, as it were. So it could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And for a lot of you, I'm getting that it's not necessarily a romantic situation, but it just feels like someone who's genuinely trying to help. I'm getting that it could be like a father figure for a lot of you guys, or maybe like how people have work wives or work husbands. It's like a work dad almost. maybe like a boss or someone who's very caring and compassionate towards you specifically. But I feel like once you do that, you're going to move into this energy of the magician where you're able to do everything. It's very interesting because I see a lot of cards here that would indicate that that would indicate that you're overstacked. But at the same time, there's almost an equal amount of number of cards that are saying you're going to get everything done. So it almost feels like some of you could even get everything done without accepting anyone else's help. But I wouldn't recommend it because I feel like at the end of that, you'd be tired and then you wouldn't be able to do anything else. And that's not the idea. I feel like right now is a good time for you to learn to sort of delegate and trust other people to do some lessons that you might be able to. You know, to do some things that you could have otherwise done, but makes your day more bearable. Because I feel like that's how you guys have been lately, especially with everyone else around you. You sort of have this want to help people. And I think that's really admirable, but you also need to take care of yourself. But that was your reading for this time around, Sagittarius. If you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like or a comment because it really helps out the channel. And I personally really like to know if these readings resonate with you guys or not. But like I said before, I upload my new Sagittarius videos on Wednesdays. So if you guys are interested, come back on Wednesday. But if not, you're more than welcome to look at any of my other timeless readings that I have up on the channel. And with that being said, I hope to see you guys next time.